If you see any of these human faces on a creature, there's one thing you should know: run away now. Number 13. A man follows footprints across a vast and frozen landscape at night, with only his camera light to guide him. The sound of each step amplified by crisp fallen snow crushed underfoot. The mysterious footprints trail off at a lone tree, evenly split down the middle. He looks up, two peering eyes reflect back at him, and he immediately runs away. The eyes are low and spread apart, so it could be some wildlife, maybe an owl, but that still doesn't explain why the footsteps lead directly to this spot, nor does it explain what happened at 38 seconds, when this creature might close one eye to give a knowing wink. Number 12. This human-faced goat is so strange that it attracted visitors from villages all over to gawk at its round, puffy cheeks and jaws. While this is far from the appearance of an adult, it does somewhat resemble an oversized newborn infant. As the creature matured, it lost many of its human-like features in my opinion, and its appearance looks more like a rare genetic mutation than an actual human face. I'm surprised it has been able to live this long, but I doubt that its existence is the result of witchcraft, like this village strongly believes. Do you think the village's theory is right or not? Number 11. Former President Barack Obama once had a Secret Service agent protecting him who has since become the center of many eerie rumors and unsettling theories found online. This video shows the agent standing a few rows into a crowd during one of Obama's speeches. The agent is very broad, but his head and neck are far narrower and more angular than his wide shoulders or body. He also repeats the same set of odd movements over and over again. The agent behind him does not, but it's this far shot that has raised the most questions. The nose, jaw, and chin all appear to be the same length. The brow is set far back, and the eyes are way down by the neckline, while the crown of the head and the occipital bone are disproportionately enlarged. I think it's hard to say for sure in both videos because of the distance. If we get a third video that was closer and more detailed, then a more accurate determination could be made. However, I don't believe this mysterious agent was ever spotted again. Number 10. A dinner date goes wrong and leads to a public freakout at the movie somewhere in Mexico. The girl with curly hair stands over her boyfriend as they continue to argue, and he gets up in return. She throws her popcorn down and looks ready to leave, and she kind of does in a way, but not at all how you would expect her to. Translate what is being said here if you can.
Tú a lo tuyo. ¿Por qué me grabas? Ya guarda el celular. Ya, ¿sabes qué? Ya me voy, ya. Me vale madre, me voy. No, ya.
I still hear her speaking directly in front of him, and then she is gone. Her form is replaced by a strange man with dark hair, who looks around and takes off. Strangely enough, he appears to be wearing the same clothes as her, a white shirt and tan jacket. Meanwhile, she is nowhere to be found. The camera angle misses what happens off screen, but people are saying this could be a shapeshifter in action. The boyfriend apparently passes out from the surprise of seeing this metamorphosis, and everyone runs out of the theater in unison. The amateur video left behind real enough, but the whole situation seems entirely impossible. So what do you think? Number 9. Here's another video that will make you really ponder what Mother Nature has been up to lately. This green spider looks normal from a distance, but zoom in and you'll see its thorax contains a strikingly feminine face with a startled expression. Obviously, there's no way to paint this on a spider, so this is either real or CGI. I came across other videos of the spider that I can't show, but between this example and others like it, I feel like there's enough evidence out there to convince me this is real. So this might be kind of a crazy theory, but hear me out. Maybe insects are developing human faces as a survival strategy against people. After all, you are much less likely to squash something that looks like you. I know it sounds way out there, but when you look at the special treatment this spider is getting, then maybe this is a brilliant new survival strategy after all. Number 8. This night vision CCTV video shows two friends walking in lockstep side by side. They look fairly normal at first, until the camera zooms in to reveal one has a humanoid-looking face that is either the work of prosthetic makeup or else completely alien. The ears are large with a misshapen ear canal. The eyes are rectangular and black, and the nose and mouth and chin are exceptionally smooth. The friend, meanwhile, sports thick black hair, but their eyes are blacked out, and their ear is a little more than a wide open hole. While the video is probably just for entertainment, I guess there is an extremely slim chance that it could be a top secret video leaked to the public, or it could just be a normal CCTV video of two friends taken on Halloween who just happened to walk completely in the same step. However, unlikely either of these two last scenarios may be. Number 7. A YouTuber is walking around the local swamps when he stumbles upon a tree unlike any he has ever seen before.
Pretty creepy.
A grimacing skeletal face of solid oak emerges from the trunk. Its sagging eyes, ceased brow, pointy nose with 2 nostrils, and square chin are all clearly visible. You don't even have to squint your eyes or look at a certain angle to see it. It's there right away, and it's even sitting on a long twisted neck. There's no way to carve this, and the green speckles on its cheek perfectly match the markings found elsewhere on the wood. In other words, this isn't some kind of Hollywood sculpture plaster. It's an actual face found on a tree in the middle of nowhere. Number 6. Okay, so you're probably wondering how a bug this small could possibly be creepy, but as the camera comes into focus, it reveals the distinct markings of a human face imprinted on the back of a flesh-colored shell. The still shot gives a much better look at this human-faced insect. The nose is a perfect distance from its smiling mouth, and the eyes even have tiny brows over them. All of the features are perfectly symmetrical and look almost hand-painted, which is far-fetched, yet sounds equally as impossible as crediting this to happening naturally. So based on what you've seen, do you think this was the work of humankind or nature? Number 5. Brazil continues to churn out the creepiest and weirdest insects in South America, this time with this human-faced worm that no one has identified. The eyes on the back of its head look rather reptilian, but then it has these pink lips that pucker up when the bug is pressed upon. I think these markings are meant to mimic a reptile to keep other predators away. It's a great survival strategy, but one that I hope no insects near me adapt. Number 4. A YouTuber named Robert Anderson is convinced that he has captured a shape-shifting force on television. The description to this video only reads "Wake up humans" in all capital letters, so let's take a look at his claim. The alleged sighting itself is very strange. Watch this person's eyes closely when they look down or you'll miss it.
Wow. Holy f***ing shit.
I will admit that the eyes do certainly shift from brown to pure white with tiny slits for pupils, and it is strange that he looks down immediately after this happens, almost like he can't control it. The eyes really do look ghoulish here, but I think it might have been a simple broadcasting error. A transmission glitch seen 30 seconds into the video causes a brief facial distortion, and it could be similar to what caused the eyes to appear to morph later on. At least that's what I'm hoping the case is. Maybe someone with some knowledge of telecommunications could tell me more, because I really don't want to believe that this one is real. Number 3. A singing bowl is an instrument of meditation that comes from Tibet. You strike it like you would a gong, and the vibrations are meant to induce a different state of consciousness. Here, a rather serious and displeased looking face appears in the singing bowl after it's filled with water and struck. It can't be a reflection of the person filming because there's no body underneath and obviously no camera. I think this is probably edited because of the low resolution, but then again, this video could be taken from a remote monastery that has little use for modern technology. Number 2. This Katy Perry interview looks pretty normal at first, but a YouTuber claims something happens midway through that you might be able to help me explain. Her eyes actually change here, but you probably didn't notice, neither did I at first. But zoomed in and slowed down, her eyes apparently change from gray to green, and the pupils become vertical rectangular bars for a moment. I think this is most likely special effects, but like I said, this video has a lot of views and I wanted to get your opinion on it. Before we get to number 1, my name is Chills, and if you're curious about what I look like in real life, then go to my Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT and tap that follow button to find out. I recently released the number 15 mixtape, but I don't think you should follow these instructions to check it out. It's a proven fact that generosity makes you a happier person, so if you're generous enough to hit the subscribe button and the bell beside it, then thank you. Also, don't forget I upload a new video here on YouTube every Thursday and Saturday. Number 1. This young calf was found in the countryside of Argentina. When its finder takes a closer look, they are greeted by an all-white face with a human-like expression of anguish. What is being said here when he finds it?
No, mira la cara.
I think that sadly, this is most likely a rare genetic mutation that has no chance of survival. The creature seems to know its doomed fate judging from the forlorn look in its watery eyes. May he rest in paradise. I'm warning you not to watch these videos for your own sanity, otherwise prepare to get very scared.